It is a Saturday night in New Orleans for the Miami Heat, but it's no easy task for Miami in the Big Easy. Pelicans have one of the best young players in the game. More on him in just a moment. It's the Miami Heat visiting the New Orleans Pelicans right here on Sunsports. And the question, who will play? Will it be LeBron? Oh, LeBron, push that graphic out of the way. There you go, LeBron. Is he ready to go tonight? Been dealing with those back spasms. D. Wade also a question mark going in, and within the last hour, we did find out that Wade will not play, which John Crotty means this gentleman will.
Tony Douglas, fifth start right there. He'd have been playing well with him. He's handling the ball well, opportunistically scoring.
Tony. Feels good when he starts. 4-0 so far.
Saturday evening in the city of New Orleans, and a challenge awaits a Miami team playing their fifth game over the last 7 nights. The Heat do own 5 straight double-digit victories over the Pelicans, and tonight, as always, we hope you enjoy every bounce and basket right along with us. The Heat and the New Orleans Pelicans for the second and final time this season. Miami won at home back in early November. The rematch is coming up, and Miami Heat basketball on Sunsports, proudly presented by AT&T Hubers. We say good evening to the Heat. LeBron with a crusher from Norris Cole.
Boy, that pass was up there, too. That was up near the top of the box.
28 games a year ago. Actually, 27 games a year ago. They have one more victory already this year. Not good enough in terms of improvement. Battier, nice tip in by Shane.
Good job, Wade.
And the Portland Trailblazers.
He was also an assistant on the Olympic team staff.
Beasley with a right-handed crusher, and he just pancaked Anthony Morrow. Michael Beasley, their largest lead. 5 on the shot clock. Chalmers missed it. On the corkscrew, he gets it back. Beasley slams it home. So Michael Beasley is the only Heat player to score in this quarter. He had.
Yeah, it looked like it went off.
LeBron! Oh, ferocious slam. Elbows above the rim. Off the dish from Tony Douglas. That's a second jam. Let's have a Pogo Man flashback. Turbo style. I love the elbow above the rim salute for Charlotte is pounding Portland 116-85. 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Portland's 19-15 on the road. Good road record.
LeBron James beats the clock and the Pelican defense, and that ends the first half. 10 points for James. He extends his double-figure streak to a 560th consecutive game. Heat got to solve their turnover problems. They trail it by 2 here at halftime.
LeBron off that one leg, off balance, shoot the J, guy all over him, no problem. Heat down 2 at half.
5 boards for King James. Bosh against Davis. Up and under for the score.
Oh, boy, great footwork by Chris Bosh. Davis was going to try to block the shot. You try to use that against him. You got to keep your pivot foot. Watch this again. He's going to keep his pivot foot. Oh, he didn't. He shuffled his feet a little bit.
Their largest. Bosh on the move. Slammed it home.
That was the only way he could score because Davis would have blocked it. Excellent pass from Ray Allen. Throw it down, CB.
Love the way he brought energy and scoring for this team, who really needed it during that stretch. They were struggling, turning the ball over, getting poor shots. Beasley came in right away. He's so confident, looking for his offense in transition, both finishing at the rim and with that pull-up jump shot ability. Look at this again, 16-footer. Touch it up there, Beezer. He did a great job. 16 points, 8 of 12 shooting, super efficient. Had 3 rebounds. Always able to put the ball down on the floor. Again, this guy is so versatile. The way he can score the ball, either hand around the basket, too. Makes him so tough to defend. You think you're there, and he slips it to the other hand, hangs in the air with his athleticism and can finish.
The last few games, whether he's been off or not, still the line is there, 25, 9, and 8. Most guys in the NBA would say, give me that every night. But for LeBron, the standards tend to be a little higher at times.
Oh, it's high. I mean, the standard and the bar is so high for this man, but he challenges himself. He's his hardest critic, and he was good for a lot of this game with, as you mentioned, 25 points, had 9 assists, being able to get his teammates involved, 8 rebounds. Again, incredibly efficient. So, took care of the ball for the most part. Did have 3 turnovers, but, you want to see him be able to finish strong and feel good. And he had that ankle tweak. He had the back issue. He did score 8 points in this fourth quarter, which I thought was good. But he doesn't seem to be, I don't know, taking over the games the way we've seen him throughout the course of the season, particularly with Dwayne Wade out. I would expect him to do more of that.
Just couldn't get a stop. It's that simple. We couldn't get a stop when we needed it, and it was comfortable.
It is clear, just watching you guys in the game, and obviously now that the frustration of playing this way is here. What's the key to that not being the thing that's at the forefront? You won't be able to.
Excuses. Everything is an excuse. We do something wrong, it's an excuse. We don't get a stop, it's an excuse. We turn the ball over, it's an excuse. We got to own what we're doing right now, and what we're doing right now ain't good enough.
What does it take to turn that around, LeBron? I mean, you guys have been here before, but this seems to be more prolonged than anything you guys have.
No, it is, and it's very frustrating. We're all frustrated. We just got to all get on the same page. I don't know what we're going to do, but we got to figure it out.
LeBron, 7 games out of the last 11 where the opponent shot between 49 and 51%. That's unlike you. You'd point to what as the reason for that?
Just a disconnect. So we got to get reconnected.
Is it a disconnect because of so many disjointed lineups and different groupings and not having the same
That's an excuse, too. I mean, we've always had lineup changes. Guys who are on the floor need to produce. It's that simple.
Obviously, Anthony Davis had an incredible game. One of the best young players in the league. What did you see from his game?
He's spectacular. He's getting better every single day. When you know you're a star and your team look at you as a leader, as a star, you make plays, and that's what he's doing.
How's the ankle feel now, LeBron?
Just put another injury on my list, but it is what it is.
What happened there on
I
the
think
drive?
I stepped on Anthony Davis' foot on the drive.
Was there a lot of pain for you in the fourth quarter? Any discomfort?
It is what it is. I'm not using it as an excuse.
Do you possibly need time off because of the back spasms to get strongest or whatever?
I don't have time to take off. We don't have time to take off.
And then is the defense, because you guys are 5 men on a string, is it that or is it individual guys stepping up together?
Well, first of all, you have to guard your man and rely on help second. But when you break down, then you have to rely on the help. And we're not getting both. First of all, guys are not playing their man, and then when guys get beat, which will happen in this league because these great players, then the help comes, and we're not doing either.
Has it reached the point of you being very concerned from a defensive standpoint with this team?
Well, I mean, obviously the numbers speak for itself, so, it is.
It starts and it ends with us. Right now we're looking for other people or some miraculous situation or, whatever to come down and help us, and nobody's going to help us. We help us. And that's how it's always been. It always will be like that. The only person that's going to help us out of this is the person staring back in the mirror. And until we recognize that, until we acknowledge it and, fight past it, we'll keep getting the same result.
The frustration, does it have a purpose? Can it serve as a trigger for you guys to get to where you need to be, or do you have to place that to the side and just do the positive work?
Well, I mean, it can definitely light a fire, but that is going to make the next game easier. We can have that. We need that competitive drive back. We don't have it. No offense to the Pelicans, but we've been losing sub-500 teams for a month now, and it's unacceptable. We're gonna have to draw the line in the sand somewhere. I mean, we don't talk about it. We're not expressing ourselves, in the locker room or on the court. So I figure I'd be the first one to say we suck, and we need to turn it around. And if we don't play better, we'll be watching the championship at home.
You were expressing some of that frustration on the floor. You hadn't seen or heard any of that from players recently during this particular stretch?
From who?
Just anybody on the floor.
I don't hear nothing. It's just nothing. We just show up, do whatever. Lost, nobody's upset. Win, nobody's happy. There's no passion. There's nothing. So I just want there to be something. If you're mad, be mad. And I think it should show. If you're frustrated, say you're frustrated and give reasons for that. We just need some dialogue going right here because it's unhealthy to keep things in. And, we've been keeping things in for a whole season now. And I think, we're running out of time. So we need to, let it out and just have some urgency.
Is this team maybe just not as good as it was the last couple of years? Or,
No, I think we're good enough. It has nothing to do with talent level. It's just... defense, we can't stop a nosebleed. This team had got everything they want. They're not even outside jump shooting team. And they lit us up from the 3-line. You know, penetration, no low man, no good blitzes or pick and roll coverage, no good one-on-one defense. It's just everything is bad. And, you know, if we're not going to be excellent and excel at those things, then yeah, teams before were way better. But it doesn't matter. You know, it's about going out there, you know, putting it all out on the line and going to go play basketball, tough, hard basketball like we know how to play.
All right, thank you.
In New Orleans. If you want to watch a replay of tonight's game, just keep it to Sunsports. It'll be coming up at midnight. It's a little less than an hour from now. Heat basketball returns to Sunsports on Monday, as we mentioned, when the Heat take on the Portland Trail Blazers. Heat Live, delivered by Papa John, starts at 7 p.m. This has been a presentation of Sunsports, your exclusive home for Miami Heat basketball. For my partner, John Crotty, I'm Will Manso saying thanks for watching. The Heat, with a tough loss in New Orleans, are coming back home. Here now is your final take.